Hey everyone, and welcome back to our story corner. Today, I've got a fantastic tale for you about how a sharp mind can be more powerful than sharp claws. It's a story called The Old Goat and the Tiger, so get comfortable and let's dive right in. Picture this. A huge dark cloud rolls in, and suddenly the sky just opens up. Rain is pouring down in sheets, turning the forest floor into a muddy mess. An old goat with a long white beard is desperately trying to find shelter. He's running as fast as his old legs can carry him, his hooves splashing through puddles. He just wants to find a dry cave to wait out the storm. As he scrambles through the thick undergrowth, he suddenly skids to a halt. His heart leaps into his throat. Standing right there, from behind a massive ancient tree, is a tiger. And this wasn't just any tiger. His stripes were like shadows, his eyes glowed with a hungry light, and you could tell from his lean frame that he hadn't eaten in a while. The tiger licked his lips slowly, a low growl rumbling in his chest. The old goat was terrified. Pure panic flooded his senses. He knew he couldn't outrun a tiger, especially not a young, hungry one. His mind raced. He could feel the tiger's gaze fixed on him, like a predator sizing up its dinner. The goat thought, "This is it. I'm done for." He imagined the tiger pouncing, the chase being over in seconds. No matter how fast he ran, the tiger would catch him. It was a hopeless situation. But then, just as despair was about to take over, a tiny spark of an idea flickered in the old goat's mind. It was a crazy, desperate idea, but it was the only one he had. He knew that showing fear would only make the tiger pounce faster. So, he had to do the exact opposite. He had to be brave, or at least pretend to be. Taking a deep, shaky breath, the old goat forced himself to stand tall. He puffed out his chest, trying to look as imposing as possible. He smoothed his wet beard with a hoof and looked the tiger directly in the eye, not with fear, but with annoyance. The tiger was a bit taken aback. This wasn't the reaction he was expecting. Then the old goat spoke, his voice booming with a confidence he absolutely did not feel. "Ah," he said, letting out a long, dramatic sigh. "I have been meditating in these woods for a very, very long time, seeking enlightenment." He paused for effect, stroking his beard thoughtfully. "All this deep thought has made me incredibly hungry. And you know what? Today, my stomach is growling for something specific. I really, really want to eat some tiger meat." He said it so casually, as if ordering a meal at a restaurant. The tiger froze. His jaw, which had been ready to clamp down, dropped slightly. Tiger meat. This old goat wanted to eat him. The tiger's brain couldn't quite process it. He looked at the goat again. The goat looked old, yes, but he also looked serene, calm, unafraid. The tiger's mind started to spin. Who was this goat? He wasn't acting like prey. He was acting like a predator. The tiger had heard stories from his elders, whispers about powerful holy hermits who lived deep in the forest. These hermits, they said, meditated for so long that they gained magical powers. They could change their shape, command the elements, and defeat any foe with a single thought. The tiger looked at the goat's long white beard, his calm demeanor, and his strange, bold words. He thought, this must be one of them, a holy hermit in the form of a goat. He's not afraid of me because he has magic. If I attack him, he might turn me into a frog or a rock. The more the tiger thought about it, the more terrified he became. The hunter had suddenly become the hunted. Fear gripped the tiger's heart. He didn't want any trouble with a magical being. All thoughts of a goat dinner vanished from his mind, replaced by the urgent need to escape. Without a second thought, the tiger tucked his tail between his legs, turned around, and bolted. He ran away as fast as he could, crashing through the bushes, not even looking back. He just wanted to get as far away from that terrifying tiger-eating goat as possible. The old goat watched the tiger disappear into the pouring rain. He stood frozen for a moment, unable to believe his plan had actually worked. Once the tiger was completely out of sight, the goat's strong legs finally gave way. He collapsed onto the wet ground, his whole body trembling. Phew, a long, shaky sigh of relief escaped his lips. He was safe.